Good morning to Dr. Hema and my fellow groupmates. Today we're going to present about assignment 1 for English analysis. First of all, let me introduce my groupmates. My name is Odilia Tamara. This is Nur Sufi. This is Alicia. This is Ainur Zakira. And this is Javi Malar. The assignment focuses on the morphology, syntax, and semantics of the language that is used in the chosen media. The selected media for this assignment is an official news broadcast titled Morning News and a poster about kitchen safety rules. The video broadcast talks about Ukrainian President named Zelensky prepares to meet with President Biden on receiving more aid to Ukraine's war against Russia. Texas Supreme Court rules against a pregnant woman seeking for an emergency abortion amid health concerns. Supreme Court asked to take up Donald Trump's fraud case during election and buying sustainable gifts for someone. Besides, the poster describes about kitchen safety rules that are essential to prevent potential hazards in the kitchen and ensures a safer cooking environment. Moving on, we'll start with morphology. Morphology is a branch of linguistics which studies field of word and word formations. There are two types of morphemes, which are free morphemes and bound morphemes. Free morphemes can stand on its own and have a meaning. For example, the word food, which refers to nutritional protein that we consume in order to maintain life. Next is bound morpheme. Bound morpheme is a morpheme that can't stand on its own. This morpheme helps in grammatical function. For instance, the word reappear. Reappear is a bound morpheme because re is a prefix and appear is a verb. I'll pass to Malar for further explanation on morphology related to this assignment.
Thank you, Odilia. Now I'm going to present about the free morpheme. Free morpheme divided into two types. The first one is lexical morpheme, which known as open class because it's carry the meaning of the word. For example, the lexical morpheme that we found from the news broadcast was the word peaceful. Peace is the lexical morpheme because it can be added to any other morpheme. For example, full, which is a suffix. When both the morpheme were added together, it created the word peaceful, which means a quiet and calm environment. The second one is the functional morpheme, which also known as the closed class. It doesn't have a clear meaning, but it helps in grammatical function. For example, the sentence handle knives and other sharp equipment with care. The word and is a functional morpheme because it's a conjunction which doesn't have a clear meaning, but it helps in grammatical function where it can combine two clauses together so that we don't have to repeat the same sentence again. Moving on to the next slide, I will talk about the bound morpheme. It also divided into two types. The first one is derivational morpheme, which is a morpheme that changes the part of the speech. For example, the word develop. Develop is a verb. When it combined to the derivational morpheme ment, it created the word development, which is a noun. So basically, there is a happening of a class changing from the verb to the noun. And the other one is the inflectional morpheme, which indicates the aspect of the grammatical function of a word. For example, the word prisoner. Prisoner is a noun, and the alphabet S is the inflectional because it indicates the plural noun of the prisoner. So when both of these morphemes combine together, it created the word prisoner, which means there are more than one person there. Thank you.
So hi, so right now I'm gonna talk about syntax. So basically, syntax is the area of linguistics that studies sentence and phrase structure and the rules that determine how words are arranged within them. So here you can see there are three phrases in a sentence, which are noun phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase. So moving on to the next slide. This is the sentence that I choose as an example in the video. So the US will not vote in favor. At the bottom of the slide, you can see I put a guidance so that you can understand the short form of the word. So the sentence have three phrases, which are noun phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase. The determiner in the noun phrase is the, and the noun is United States. The US stands for United States and is a noun. So moving on to the verb phrase. The verb phrase has four, which are auxiliary, adverb, verb, and also prepositional phrase. The word will in this sentence represent as auxiliary, not as an adverb, vote as a verb, and under the prepositional phrase, there are preposition, which is in, and the noun which is favor. So I'm gonna give I know for the next slide.
Hi, my name is Ainur and I will talk about semantics. Semantics is basically a branch of linguistics that study of meaning, the study of meaning. One of semantics part is connotative and denotative. Connotative is process of interpreting a word or phrases to what we typically understand, while denotative is a meaning that is taken from the dictionary. The example that we get from the broadcast is White House. Connotatively, White House can be understood as a house that is painted with white, painted white. While denotatively, White House is the official Washington residence of the President of the US. The next slide. This is lexical semantics. Lexical semantics has four synonyms. It has similar meaning with different words. Antonym, opposite meaning of each other. While the hyponym, relationship between a general and a more specific word, and homonym, words that are spelled or pronounced the same but has different meanings. The example that we found from the poster is hyponym in the next slide. You can see that looking at hyponym, it shows a general meaning word, while hyponym shows a more specific meaning word. And I will pass it to Alicia to conclude our slide or presentation.
Okay, to summarize, we can conclude that the news broadcast titled Morning News and the Kitchen Safety Rules poster chosen by our group is the most suitable media for the assigned task, as it really helped us to find out many examples that show the usage of morphology, syntax, and semantics of the language. The reason is morphology, syntax, and semantics are the minor components that plays an important role in creating the major differences in English language. All of us get to learn about the definition, characteristics, properties, and the usage of these three components. Last but not least, to master the English language properly, we should learn all the basics components so that we can enhance the quality of English language. I think that's all from our groups. Thank you.